Stop it.
I take it you two aren't exactly the best of friends.
No, what makes you say that? Oi!
Looks to me like you've had something of a falling out.
Things have been a bit frosty recently. It's all Robert's fault.
Let me guess. Is there a girl involved?
You're quite astute for a geriatric, aren't you?
I'll take that as a compliment.
Aye, there's this lass, Jessica. She's crazy about me. Robert just can't accept that she likes me and not him. Arrogant or what?
I know how you feel, son. It was exactly the same with me and Ernie.
What?
He couldn't accept that Elsie preferred me to him. I used to go out with her for a time, you see. Then Ernie Blake betrayed me and destroyed our friendship forever. That was the night of the terrible air raid shelter disaster in 1944.
What's going on?
Don't panic!
All right, everyone, remember, it's wartime. It's the 1940s. That's the air raid siren. Everybody outside. Robert, put that light in.
So this would build the bonfire.
Well, that wouldn't be a very clever thing to do during an air raid. Them German bombers would spot a light like that from miles away.
This is your challenge for this evening. Imagine there's an air raid on, okay? You've got 10 minutes to assemble a shelter from the items you see right here. Make sure that no light can get out. 2 teams, same groups as earlier.
And we'll be back later to see how you're getting on.
Off you go.
Thanks for coming along, Bill. Your character appraisal was very enlightening.
It's the least I can do.
Hello?
Won't keep you long, Kylie.
Are you happy now? Because you must really be enjoying this, like. Stick the knife in, did you? Tell them all what a bad lad I am? You must be loving every single minute of this, like.
All I did was tell the truth.
Oh, yeah, right.
I did. I told him you'd really changed.
What?
It would have been wrong of us to say anything bad about you. And we all know how hard you've tried to turn yourself around. Can it have been easy for you? Making reparations, coming back to the Grove when everyone was so against you. But you did it. And I really admire you for that. So I told him.
See? Told you everything would be all right.
A lot of the kids were too young to understand what's really going on. The war was like a big adventure game to them. The danger, the excitement. Going out after an air raid looking for shrapnel.
How did it feel when your school got bombed? Are you two going to help with a shelter or what?
Grandad,
Yes, sweetheart.
do you really fancy that old lady?
I did a long time ago,
Before you met Grandma?
before I met Grandma. All water under the bridge now.
Anyway, looks like she's more interested in that touchy-feely Ted, eh?
Yeah, cover something up with that, preferably a gob.
So, how did old Fossil Features betray then?
Ernie, he tricked me. We were best mates and he stole my Elsie off me. He double-crossed me in the most conniving and callous way imaginable.
50p. Thank you.
Hold on, please.
What?
The Germans had this plan to bomb important landmarks and places of historical interest, hoping to destroy our morale. Well, this night, one of the bombers must have got lost heading for Hadrian's Wall or something. The siren went off. So me and Ernie headed for the community shelter, which was under a factory in the high street. When we got there, I remembered that I had an errand to run or something. And when I got back, it was mayhem. The factory taking a direct hit. There was bodies, rubble everywhere. There was 100 lives lost in that blast. Some of them were kids just like us. The RP wardens tried desperately to get all the survivors out, but all I could think of was, really, I'm trapped under there. Anyway, without any thought for my own safety, I got stuck in and helped clear the rubble. I was shouting, Ernie! Ernie, are you there? But there was nothing. He was my best pal. Couldn't bear the thought of losing him. I felt so guilty that I'd gone and left him there.
So what happened? Did you get him out?
Why, the dirty double-crossing rat was never in there, man, was he?
So where was he then?
Where do you think? He was up at Elsie's. Must have stuck out when I'd gone. Went up to Elsie's, told her a load of lies about me, which ended up with her dumping me for him. Never forgive him for that. I really loved her. And I think how guilty I felt that I'd left him lying there under all that rubble.
Utter codswallop.
What? Are you accusing me of lying? You smirching my good name?
You've never had a good name, Ted Turncoat.
How can you say that, Ernie? Ted was a hero.
Ted Turner was a liar and a scoundrel all his life. Always was and always will be.
You take that back.
Never.
Right, that's it. You've asked for it.
So, were you going to tell me?
Tell you what?
Kieran?
Well, there's not a lot to tell.
And how well do you know this Kieran?
Well, hardly at all. I only met him a couple of weeks ago. I haven't even been out on a date with him yet.
But you're going to?
Probably, yeah.
Look, Chrissy, are you sure that's a good idea?
Thanks for your concern, Dom, but I'm a big girl now. I can look after myself. He seems like a nice guy.
Oh, hi. I think you better come outside.
Yeah, that is enough. What has got into you two?
Ask him.
Well, he's the one who reckons he knows all the answers.
And here's another one.
Get in, man, the pair of you worse than the flaming kid.
Will you just calm down? What is all this about?
I'm sorry, Pep. I think it might be all my fault.
We won't be long.
She smiled. Must be a good sign. Told you. Of course it is. Hey, Kate, why don't you get us all some drinks from the vending machine while we're waiting?
Yep, sure.
What?
But, actually, I'm all right, thanks.
Now, Kylie, let's stop all this nonsense about everything being fine and telling the youth offending team who really set you up.
What are you going to do, like?
Nothing. As long as you keep that shut.
Look, why are you here?
I wanted to make sure you got your story straight. I'd hate it if you went in there and did something stupid like mentioning my name.
I'm really sorry about all this. He's always been a bit of a wild one, but he's never stolen anything before. Well, thanks for letting him off this time. I'll make sure he's suitably punished.
Why should you go opening up old wounds? We were just kids. It should be left buried in the past.
That's where I should have left him and all. Except I couldn't, could I? Because he wasn't even in the shelter when it got blown up.
Yeah, and you thought he was going to be born.
I know. This is great.
What would they think of you if they knew where you really went that night?
I don't know what you mean.
I didn't go around to Elsie's when I left the shelter. I followed you. You went round to see Nancy Perkins. He was on no errand. I saw him kissing her outside her house.
Oh, Ted! How could you?
If you knew that all along, why didn't you tell Elsie at the time?
I couldn't tell her. It would have broke her heart. She was besotted with you. They were all besotted with you. And after all else he'd done for you. And then they hailed him a local hero. I tell you, kids, life is never fair.
When I said it was better for you to get caught than me, I didn't expect you to get nabbed first time out. You're lucky you got off with a warning.
I said I'm sorry. I just want to go home.
Never mind going home. Because you got caught, we've lost the stuff. We'll have to go somewhere else to get it now.
Grandad,
Yes, Pat?
do you miss Grandma?
Of course I do. I miss her terribly.
I miss Grandma too. Do you want me to ask Mum if you could come round for tea one night next week?
I would love that.
You could bring a friend. I think it's about time we had a new Grandma.
What do you know? Elsie, I'm sorry about it, dear. And I wanted it to be such a special occasion.
Only Blake, what are we going to do with you? We're like a couple of teenagers. Here, come. You can walk me home. And if you're very lucky, you can buy me fish and chips on the way. I'll be happy if I never see another spam sandwich as long as I live.
Oh, I love a story with a happy ending.
Now, you said in court that you were set up, didn't you? And after listening to your friends, it seems that they think you were as well. So if you can prove that you were, you could walk away from here without any stain on your character. Any sentence would be dropped. What we do need from you is a name, or names.
Kylie, do you understand what Ellen's saying?
We can't act on hearsay alone. We have to have facts, names.
Put that away. This is important.
Do you know who set you up, Kylie? The person who framed you? Kylie, tell us.
I wasn't set up.
Sorry?
I wasn't set up. Look, I just lied, okay? It wasn't someone else who did it. It was me, by myself. And I did all of it, and I'm sorry.
I want to make a good impression for my first proper modelling job. Take me out for dinner tonight.
Surveillance.
We're never going to get away with this.
Subterfuge.
Oh, yeah, the snogging.
They've been drinking.
Me apologise to you.
Well, why not?
They can keep the money and the theme.
Miserable is the new happiness.
What do you think you're doing?
Oh, relax, Eve. It's a party.
I've quit. I've had enough. End of story.
It's gonna kill us.
Yeah!